Good afternoon. It is finally time for me to pack my bag for us to head off to the Cook Islands. We're actually leaving tomorrow and I never pack this late. I'm usually a very type A personality, hyper organized kind of person. I am the to-do list of our relationship. I planned this entire trip, but I have just been really busy, and actually something really bad happened after the last vlog with you guys. I went to plug in all of my computer and get everything up and running again, and something went wrong with the power outlet kind of plug thing, and everything's on a surge protected board. I've never had any problems with it. That computer is only 1 year old and it just would not turn back on. So I have absolutely no idea what happened, but that has really thrown me this week, and that is why this vlog is late, because my business is my entire income aside from, just doing social media stuff on the side. So that's just been really stressful, trying to manage clients' expectations and doing work when I literally need to do work on a large computer, and I can't really do my architecture stuff on a laptop. It just simply doesn't work because the 3D programs are needing a really good graphics card and all of that kind of stuff to be able to actually function. So that has been a massive headache, and actually this holiday couldn't have come at a better time because I had to actually give my computer back to the shop. They sent it off for repairs and they've had to order the other parts. So that has been a lot, and I did have a massive mental breakdown over it because I do have all of my client files and things stored and backed up, but my business files, I had just, get this, the timing, I had just moved it onto the D drive of the computer, and I was going to link OneDrive up to that as well, but everything was kind of taking too long to sync, so I stupidly moved it there. It was on my to-do list for 2 days later, and I never got to put those things on there. So I ended up calling them and I was like, look, I've got everything, that I need, except all of my other business documents, the Word document kind of side of things, was all on that other hard drive, and they've assured me that it should be able to get taken off. So I have just given them my express permission that whatever it's going to cost, just bill me, because I need all of my data back. And it was very, very unfortunate timing. So yeah, that has really not been fun. I think whenever tech stuff goes wrong, it's just insanely stressful. So lesson learned to never ever move my things off OneDrive, because I would have had it all there otherwise. But regardless, I do not have a functioning computer. So fingers crossed, everyone, for me, please, that my computer is going to be all fixed and ready to pick up by the time that we get home, since we are away for 2 weeks. So I'm really just praying that that is going to be the outcome. But in the meantime, I'm just focusing on the positives, which is going on a beautiful, relaxing, sunny, warm holiday, we hope. So I've kind of dragged down a bunch of things from my wardrobe, and I just jammed them all in the suitcase the other day. And that is really the chaotic kind of way that I start packing. I don't know if other people have better methods of outfit planning, but I certainly don't. So I usually just grab everything that I think I might want to take, and then now I need to cull it all. One thing that I did do and get really organized last night was printing all of our travel documents. So I've got our travel insurance, all of the hotel things, the flight details and all of that kind of stuff. And it's not that we really need it, because again, obviously in a digital age, you've got everything on your phone, but sometimes I know you can turn up to a hotel and they just can't find your booking details, or you forget what time the flight is and you want to be able to look, and you may not have access to Wi-Fi. So I did check, and I'm with Vodafone and they don't do roaming over there. So unless I'm able to get Wi-Fi, I wouldn't necessarily have access. So I'm just going to be having all of those as hard copies just to make sure. But let's go through what I've got. And I also have a little bit of a plane outfit that I want to put together. It's not a super long flight or anything, but I do want to be comfortable and hopefully have a little bit of a sleep, because it is kind of overnight and then we'll be arriving in the morning. Also, as an extra little bit of travel prep, I went and had my eyelash extensions done yesterday, which I feel are looking really nice and full and pretty. She did an extra good job for me because she knew I was going away on this holiday. And I also had French tip nails done the other day. My nail tech girl is actually French herself, and she did such an amazing job. So I'm super pumped to be feeling all nice and ready for the holiday. So this is the current state of my July suitcase that Jazz got me, and you can really tell that she has been around the world ever since we went to Egypt last year. It just got really, really battered and bruised. So I'm gonna have to give that a little bit of a clean up to restore it to its former glory. But if you're gonna buy a colored suitcase, think twice, because this is what happens to them when they go in the baggage hold. I'm kind of doing all of this in my office space, so I don't kind of take over the living room area, because I don't want to be in the way and kind of really taking up too much room, because I know Jazz needs to pack some of his stuff too. But I did buy 2 cute new dresses off Verge Girl. I just thought they looked really nice, and I'm hoping it's going to be warm enough to be there, because I thought the peak seasons of Cook Islands, and again, you know this trip was like super last minute, but it says peak seasons is like July and August, and when I've been looking at the weather, it says like 23 to 25, and coming from the Gold Coast, that doesn't sound super warm. Like, it's not insane tropical warm, but then again, I think it matters about like how humid it is versus how warm it's going to be. But this was one of the dresses that I got. It's a cute linen mini, but what I really liked about it is this beautiful little beading detail that's on the side, and I just thought that looked really, really nice. So I think that will be one great option. And they also had this other one on sale that is a maxi length, so I thought I would take that as well, and that is also in a really nice light linen, and it's got this cool ring detailing all down the side, and I think I got that for maybe $70 or something. It was a lot more expensive previously, but yes. And then I have a mountain of other clothes, as you know, because my wardrobe is always overflowing. So I'm just going to jump and run through all of those now, and then try and organize into swimwear, underwear, all of the kind of basics, because we are only going for 10 days. So realistically, I don't need to take that much stuff, and I just want to be traveling lightly. One of the other handy things I just Googled about the Cook Islands as well is that they just use standard Australian and New Zealand 3-pin plugs. And I was thinking that I was gonna have to dig out my travel adapter, and being that we've just moved house, I have no idea where some of that stuff is. So that was gonna be a little bit of a problem for me today, but pretty handy and such an easy holiday when you don't even need to take an adapter. The only thing will be handling some local cash, so trying to get some New Zealand dollars either before or when we get there, which I might just do at the airport, so at least we have like a tiny bit, and then we can kind of figure it out as we get there. But the outfit that I got for the plane, I will wear socks and slides. I'm sorry if that offends you, but it's what I'm gonna do. So I've got these because sometimes in airport security you have to take your shoes off, and then when I'm on the plane I want to be able to take my shoes off to be comfortable at my seat. So I won't often wear sneakers or something chunky because it's really hard to get them unlaced once you're sitting down. But these were on special at Cuba for $10, and they used to be $40. They are the comfiest, puffiest slides, and I'll be able to get a lot of wear out of them while I'm there as well. And then I got some matching trackies. So these are like a high-waisted, elasticized waist kind of bell-bottom track pant, and they are super duper comfy. I have already worn them to bed a couple of times as well. And then from their deluxe basics range, I got this really, really nice stretchy, it's like in that fine ribbed kind of material. So I got that, and it's got this really nice seam up the back of it, and then their little logo up the top. So I just thought that would be a really nice plain kind of option for the plane. I just think I might have to layer another singlet top underneath that, or maybe a jacket or something over the top so I can be warm. But like I said, it's a pretty short flight. It's just from Melbourne to Sydney, then we wait, and we'll probably have dinner at the airport in Sydney, and then we are going from Sydney straight to Rarotonga, and that's 5.5 hours. So not a long amount of time. So it's really good to be comfy. I don't feel like it's international in the sense of like when we went to Egypt last year and you really need an outfit that you can be hot, cold, and everything in between because you're 24 hours on the plane. So this is a very, very easy peasy one, I believe. And now I just need to go through and cull some of these items. So I've already made a bit of a pile that I'm going to take back to my room. And then now I just need to go through all of these things and go and grab some of the toiletries as well. I have made a little bit of a mess, like I said, but this pile here is going to be culled. So I'm just going to take all of those away. That's my plain outfit I just showed you. This little pile here is the dresses, and all my travel documents are over there. I've got some tops and things here, as well as a couple of accessories, just a hat and some sunglasses and things. That is a giant pile of swimwear, which is fair enough because it is a tropical holiday and I'm probably going to wear a different set every day. And then these are a bunch of skirts and pants. So I've made a little start on my toiletries. I just grabbed a couple of little bits and pieces, but I do have some more things laid out in the bathroom that I want to take. I've got one of these little Colgate packs. I always find them super handy because they've got the mouthwash, toothbrush, a little bit of toothpaste, and the floss. I've got some eardrops because I am that kind of person that will get water in my ear and it will ruin my day. I've also got some foaming facial cleanser. I got a mini one of my hairspray. I've got some wipes in case I don't have sort of time for showers between beach and dinner. It's always nice to just be able to quickly take your makeup off. But I also use these as a bit of a hand towel or something if the hotel has white towels and I don't want to put makeup all over them. And then I've also got my hairbrush. So I'm going to go and grab the other bits and pieces now, and I'm going to continue packing that as well. Also, I will say I actually did not buy anything new for this trip aside from those 2 dresses because I already have so much stuff in my wardrobe. This crochet skirt I've literally had for years and years. I took it to Mexico when we went last year and it is one of my favorites. I've also got a bunch of pants and things here that I've all worn these things before, and I really just didn't feel the need to buy anything new this time round. So I feel like it's a good idea to be able to shop your own wardrobe sometimes and not really get sucked into the idea of needing to buy new things every single time you go on holidays. So that has been my plan this time round, and it went pretty well. This is the book I'm thinking of taking. I have just never found my way to the end of this. It's been sitting in my bedside table for a little while now. So I think I am, there you go, only about a quarter of the way through. So plenty left to read. This is a pretty chunky book, but it's also a very easy read. So I'm going to take that one to pack into my bag as well. I already had quite a lot of these things in the cupboard already. So this one actually was given as PR and I never ended up using it. It says it's vanilla mozzie. It's like a bite cream that's basically like a moisturizer, and it's a full tube, so I thought I might take that. This I have been using up lately, the Epsom Magnesium Body Lotion. I used that on my back last night and it made the biggest difference from being sore at the gym. I of course have some SPF 50 for my face because that is super important when you're trying to keep out of the sun. I'm also thinking to put a little bit of this tan water on my face before we go so I don't look super pasty because we certainly haven't been getting hardly any sunshine here in Melbourne. This one is my absolute favorite from Aven. It's their thermal water. It's basically just a water spray, but I feel like it really freshens me up if the weather is pretty hot. I also have some leftover of this Bushman insect repellent, which is really, really good. I took this even when I went to Cuba and nothing will bite you when you're wearing that. And then that is about it. So I think that is pretty much all the additional toiletries I need, other than just like my shampoo and conditioner and things, which I bought some new bottles of, but I might have to kind of decant some of that stuff out because they are pretty full. This is my shampoo brand. The conditioner is exactly the same. It's the SP Lux Oil and it's the Keratin Protect range. This has honestly changed my hair. I used to just have really oily hair or really dry ends, and I get so many compliments now. So this one I just get at Hair House, and because I didn't have time to go in there, I literally just ordered it on Amazon and it came straight away, and it even had like a free little healing oil in the pack as well. So it might be okay to take this size. It's not super heavy, but maybe I'll just tip some out into my big bottle instead. I need to make myself some lunch between packing because I'm absolutely starving. So I'm just going to heat up a little chicken and corn soup that I bought. I didn't really want to have too much food left in the house since we are leaving. So I thought, you know what, I'll just get a couple little bits and pieces to get us by until we head off tomorrow, because you don't want to have full fridge of things that are going to go to waste. So this is my little soup for lunch. I'm just going to heat that up now and then we'll get back into packing. Well, that is all the clothing stacked, and it fitted all in one side, which is really great. I love packing for summer holidays because I feel like all of that stuff looked like it was going to be so much, but because it's all fine little summer pieces, they just fit in the suitcase really easily. So that is all done. And I also put in this top section here, all of my swimwear in one side and all of my underwear and kind of swim cover-ups in the other. So now, whoops, the suitcase is folding in on itself, but I've got the whole other side. So that's going to have to be shoes and toiletries. Shoes are next on the agenda, and it's just going to be sandals and things. I'm not going to take a single pair of heels because I never do that if I'm going to a tropical destination. I feel like even the dressiest places for dinner, everybody still just wears sandals. So all of my shoes are in that cupboard over there behind me. I'm just going to grab out a couple of options and I'll see what I've got. These all definitely need to be cleaned up. They got so dirty and dusty in the move, but this is kind of my options for shoes. So I've got these puffy slides, that will be the airplane shoes. I've got some white slides that'll go with a few outfits, these black ones. These have a very small heel, so I guess that could be the slightly dressier shoe. I've also got this pair of slides from Target and I absolutely love them. They look really good with white pants. I've got these classic Cuba ones, which again, I'll just clean them all up because they're very dirty. Same with these. I don't know how everything gets so dirty when you move house, but these are my favorite platform ones. I wear these absolutely everywhere. And I'm considering taking my white Nike Air Force, but I might also take a pair of joggers. So if I want to still go to the gym and work out, or if we're going to like hire some bikes, because I know a lot of places have e-bikes, then at least we'll have some sneakers or some joggers or something sensible to wear. It's obviously a little bit later on now, so I'm just making us a nice roast dinner in the oven, and I just thought it'd be nice to have something really wholesome before going away. But I spent the afternoon just organizing a few things. I've got my mouse for my laptop charging, I've got a portable charger charging, my headphones are charging, and I just need to make sure I back up my iPhone and stuff like that as well. And I did order some luggage scales on Amazon that I'm hoping will come here last minute, because I wouldn't mind weighing my bag now that I've kind of put shoes and everything in it. And I do also want to take my Bala weights. They're little ankle weights, these kind of looking ones. I don't know if any of you guys have those for working out, but sometimes I kind of want to be able to do Pilates or something on the go if I don't have access to a gym. So I would love to take those and my band, just so I've got a little bit of something, but that definitely adds extra weight. So they may not end up making the cut, but we will see. So other than that, I really don't have much to do. I'm gonna check us in for our flight, and then I don't know, there's just like toiletries and a couple of basic things to pack in the morning. So I'll keep you posted for all of that as well. This is my carry-on bag. It's just the medium-sized tote bag from Marc Jacobs. I've had this for a really long time now, when they kind of first came out on TikTok, but it truly is the best size carry-all bag. I managed to fit so much in here. In this at the moment, it's literally got my laptop, I've got a book, my tripod for filming, got sunglasses case, sleep mask, my phone. There is so much stuff in here, and of course, you know, passport and all the other essentials in the pocket as well. And the fact that you can just zip it all closed. I also have a little bit of a toiletries bag, so I have fit a lot of stuff in here to be able to take on the flight. It's the next day and I'm almost done packing. We are actually about to leave in the next 15 minutes or so. I am currently in my comfy little airport outfit, which is so great. I'm really happy that I just got something nice, simple, coordinated and cozy. And the last few things I packed into my bag have been all of my carry-on kind of things. So I've got my laptop charger and mouse. I've got my phone and my phone charger, my wallet, passport, all of those really essential kind of pieces, as well as like a little toiletry kit and sleep mask and a few things for the plane, just to kind of make that easy, because it will be a little bit of an overnight sort of scenario. We're flying out of Sydney around about 9:30 and then we'll land in Rarotonga at 7 a.m. So I really am hoping that we're able to sleep for that flight. But I did want to take my Bala ankle weights, but I've just taken them out of my bag because I'm worried it's going to make it too heavy, and I'm hoping that we'll just be doing enough outdoor activities and things that I don't really need to take workout equipment with me. But that's pretty much it. I think I'm really all finalized. I've got my makeup bag and a few other essentials tucked into the other side of everything as well, and that should be it for us. So really excited to be heading off now, but thank you so much for spending the time with me packing my bag and getting ready for this trip to the Cook Islands. I'll be taking you guys with me, so if you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and the Cook Islands vlog will be up when I'm back and I'm able to just put it all together for you guys. See you then.